Hey guys, today we will be installing the Type 3 style on this iPhone 6 Plus. As you can see, it has two separate upper and lower sections that will expose the white bars on the 6 Plus. The sides are attached to where it naturally wraps around the phone towards the mid-body, and there are separate sections for the top and bottom sides. So just to get a general idea of the difference, the Type 4 is exactly the same as the Type 3, except the sides are separated from the back. So that means that there's a nice even line around all the separations in this particular kit. And that's the difference between the Type 3 and Type 4. Alright guys, we're going to start with the installation of the back. Personally, I like to start with the top and bottoms first. So when installing the top, you want to be careful of the camera cutout. Those strips are very thin around the larger circle, which is the camera. So as you're pressing it down, it may stretch. So the general idea is that you just want to get this satin blue Myst section in the middle of the white border. Now it's on to the bottom section. This install is just like the previous top, but you have to do it without the help of the camera mic and flash. You just have to line it up around the white border, and then once you're very confident with your location, just firmly press it all down. Alright, now it's time to install the midsection of the Type 3 back. To install it, you just want to make sure that is very parallel with the white border around the top section we previously installed. And also, you want to make sure that when you press the sides around the curved edge, that the cutouts for all the buttons and other type of options, as in the vibrate switch, is all lined up correctly. Now, you want to remove the wax backing completely from the back of the skin. Now let it down slow, just so that you know that the bottom is parallel to that white line as well. Once it's parallel, you want to press firm on the curved sides. Now we do this in order for our next step to adhere correctly to the sides, because this is a curved edge and the material isn't exactly curved. So in order to get that nice smoothed curve around the sides, you have to press it firm first. Now, you want to turn on your hairdryer and heat the entirety of the side. You want to heat this in stages. Once you heat, press firmly again to try to actually position it a little bit better than the first attempt, and make any type of changes necessary by lifting up the side and placing it back down in your desired position. And as you see, whatever wrinkle you might have encountered by lifting it up instantly gets removed away by adding heat from your hairdryer. Now it's on to your opposing side, and we're going to follow the same method. You want to press it down and heat. You also want to make sure that it does wrap around towards the front a little bit, because it will be almost seamless to the front. Now it's on to the sides of the upper and lower. For the install video, we will be installing the bottom first. It's going to be located within the front. That's if you were to purchase the full body kit. Now to install, all you have to do is to line it up around the audio jack, speakers, and the power port. You want to align it and make it parallel, like you did the other pieces, to the white borders around the phone. If you notice, this piece does have two curved sides, and two flat, sharp edges as well. You'll notice that there's tunnels underneath the curved edges, and these areas are going to have to be heated down. You want to start by heating down the two wings first. Now you want to just press the longer area that's curved around the phone, and once you've pressed it down, you want to heat it around the corners first. And just rock your fingers back and forth. And now repeat on the other side as well. You want to flip the phone over, and you want to do this for the front, because this phone is curved on both the front and the back. And like I said previously, while we heated the longer sides attached to the mid-back, that it will be almost seamless to the front. Now it's on to the top section of the side wraps. Now you want to locate which side has the curved edge and which one has the sharp corner. And as you see here, once you have done that, you want to work your way from one edge to the opposing one. As you can see, you also want to keep it parallel and keep it nice and even to give it that white border. And as you can see, as we're going along the top, it's keeping nice and even, and then we align it up with the opposite end and the curve. Now this is just like the bottom that we just installed. You want to heat the two wings we just pressed down first. And once those are heated, you'll notice that there's tunnels around the curves like the bottom. And those are going to be our targets first. But before we get to that, press down the longer section of that particular side. Now heat it, and then rock your finger back and forth on the one side, and repeat it on the opposing. Press down whatever may still be lifted on the back. Now it's on to the front section of this top side wrap that curves around. If you saw right there, before I started lifting it, there was a small crease. All you have to do is lift that up, and we're going to lift up the opposite corner as well. Alright, now the middle section of this side is pressed down, so we're just going to repeat what we did on the back. Just heat the sides, and rock your thumb back and forth and press firmly. Now, you can see it's nice and flush all the way around with those white stripes that are in between the satin blue Myst. Now we'll be installing the complete front skin. You want to completely remove the front from the wax backing. You may want to keep the front close to the ground as a support, just so that when you're lifting it off, it doesn't rip apart those thin sides. Now you want to put the bottom reverse so the sticky side is facing you, and then start to install the top. Like any other iPhone, you just have to align it around all the cutouts as the camera, speaker, and whatever other sensors there are located. And just make sure that it is a nice, even install, because the sides do almost meet, and you want to keep this even so that there is no unevenness between the white or whatever color you decide to install. Now, whatever spot is lifted, primarily those thin sides, you just want to firmly place that section down around the top and the bottom by the home button. Now, what makes this different, along with the 6, is that you have to heat the edges around this curved front. You just want to press it down around the 4 corners and the top and bottom. Now, with your hairdryer, you want to heat the lower section of the front skin. And once you see the material starting to get soft, you want to firmly press it down. Now you can see I installed and heated one corner of the bottom, and it was a pretty almost perfect install because it's all you saw was the line that separated the front and the back and or sides. Now you can see I'm repeating what I did on the first corner with the opposing one. And now we take a good look. It's all rounded. Now we're in the home stretch. Just press the front right above the camera. And you want to rock your fingers back and forth just to get that curved edges down. And now lightly heat the area around the thin sides of the front, and you'll get that same curve. As you can see, the thin sides bend around, and that one's still lifted a little bit. So just give it a light press, and heat this thin side as well. And there you guys have it. This is the Type 3 full body install, Satin Blue Myst. I hope this video was informative and helped you install your skin to your liking. Alright guys, thanks for watching.